Well, here I am in Cambridge. I'm staying at my dear sister's. She kindly allowed me to stay at her place rather than stay in Elmley prison. Yeah, I was given the choice. Well, it was either here or Elmley. So my dear sister said, "Yeah, come stay." So I've got my sister and her husband to thank that I'm out of prison. Well, thank that I'm out of prison. And I've been told I'm not allowed to post anything, and I'm not allowed to upload anything. But of course, I can do some videos. I'm thinking if I do a video now, then I can quickly upload it when I'm able to. This court case has been something else. My goodness, it's better than my wildest dreams. It's the evidence these elders gave. Oh, it was all shown up to be. It's all shown up to be liars, Had signed statements to events that didn't happen, and they said they didn't write it. It was the police officer's words, and we had a police officer in to say how he reads it and reads it back and lets them read it, and then gives them the warning that, everything in it is right and proper and true, and then they sign it. And then he was trying to get out of the things that is in there, because the videos, the YouTube videos, showed them up to be mistaken. We had a guy say that Leon banged on the front of his car and effed and beat at him, and then when we played the video, nothing. There wasn't no banging. He was respectfully standing in the road. The guy was like coming forward, trying to run it. Well, I wouldn't say trying to run him over, but Leon was saying, like, careful, you run me over and stuff. He certainly wasn't swearing. So he had to refute that everything he said was untrue. And then we had another guy in who pleaded to the bench, the magistrates, that the two-witness rule was something, upheld in all the land. Everybody needs the law of the land was that you need two witnesses. And of course, they couldn't believe it. Their mouths dropped open. And later on, at the end, the magistrate had to put him right. Yeah, don't you be thinking that you need two witnesses, because that's certainly not the rule of the law of the land. It was amazing. Oh, and embarrassing silences. They were told not to laugh. What were they laughing about? What do they find funny? I think Mr. Bishop was. And then, it was sad to see. And then another young man came in and said that he was as close. Leon was really close to Mr. Bishop when he spat, and all pack of lies, and that he was standing there beside him. We played the film, and it looked like he was a long way away from him. He'd been encouraged to lie, I think, poor lad. I bet he weren't told that if he gets caught lying, it could be 3 months in prison. I bet Mr. Bishop left that out. Anyway, Mr. Bishop says that, he stuck to his statement, or he was referring to his statement every 2 minutes. They got a bit fed up of it. They could see through it, I think. I'll refer to my statement, he was saying. And then they had to tell him not to keep asking questions. He's here to answer questions, not ask them. It was good. It was like sitting there watching these guys on trial. Yeah, they seem more to be on trial than me. Anyway, right at the end of it, they went out and got Tom. Bishop didn't know Tom was coming, nor did the other lad. When Tom came, Tom Pinn, an elder, he gave his account of what happened, and he said he was right close to Leon, which it showed in the film, and he spat in a downward direction, and that they had gone in and searched the coat, him and a couple of others, I'm sure he said, in the Kingdom Hall under lights, and they couldn't find no spit. They couldn't see no spit. And then mysteriously this spit arrives on his coat, along with someone else's DNA, and all sealed up in an envelope and put into the police. Yeah, it was amazing. So that was the last witness, I think, on that day, was Tom Pinn. And the way he gave his evidence was so, didn't refer to his notes, he just told it as it was, And so I think they're going to throw it out on Friday, ready for the long weekend, But who knows? I'm still restricted. I can't put nothing up. Hey, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all those people who have supported me. I thank Rick from JW Struggle. Thanks, Rick. I enjoyed the picture and the information on those sea lions. I'd love to get over there sometime and see them. And put your picture up on my wall. And I passed it around a bit, you know. Did a little bit of advertising for your channel. And Mark and Cora, I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank JW Fairytale, thank you for mirroring my images. Great, thanks for your support. Propaganda Technique, again, thanks for mirroring our stuff. And, you know, it's made a real difference. I do appreciate your support. Only wish I could have been there to done the memorial with you. Hey, I reckon me and Tony with a bit of training, I reckon Tony could down a whole one of those glasses. Although he looked like he'd had an head start. I think he'd been practising. You're not to practice before the event. Not on the day of the event. It looked like you'd been practising a bit, Tony. I bet you can usually swallow them down. Anyway, maybe next year we'll do them together, eh? Yeah, you one side, me the other side. And we can see what they do when they run out of wine. Yeah, thanks ever so much, Tony. Appreciate it. You know, it's... You know... I know I said I didn't agree with you. Something you said. I don't always agree with what you said. Now, I'm going to clear that up. Because you did say something I didn't agree with. Now, when you did that real good show at Christmas at Mike's house and Kim's, you said that a certain person wasn't dangerous. Now, I don't agree with you. I think he could be dangerous. He looks like he could handle himself. You know what I mean? Yeah, you said he wasn't dangerous, and, you know, I agree with everything else you said. You've been a real friend, and, you know, I look forward to one day meeting you face to face. Love to go out and have a drink with you. Yeah, and Joel. Thanks, Joel. We appreciate it. Hey, I've been trying to learn some stuff off Joel. The way he handles himself in the Kingdom Hall and that. I want to be able to do that. Yeah, so I've been practicing, you know. I've been practicing. Can't say too much about it. Because I've got some funny bowel conditions. I'm signing on every day. And I'm about 2.5 hours. If I'm lucky, I can get home in 2.5 hours continual drive. Maybe 3 at you know, safe, being safe. Hey, Mike and Kim, thanks ever so much for your support. Yeah, I don't know. Mike and Kim, I love Mike and Kim. And their dear daughter, Shyla, and of course, James. Yeah, lovely family. I feel like I'm part of your family. I feel like you're part of my family. Hey, you're not old enough to be mums and dads, so you'll have to be brothers and sisters. Yeah, you're certainly not old enough to be my mum and dad. Hey, I might be older than you. I'm 58. How old are you? I think you're a little bit younger than me, actually. I think you got the edge on me. Your wife is certainly younger. She looks a lot younger. Looks 20 years younger than me. You're a lucky man, Mark. She's a lovely-looking woman. And isn't she clever? And all that study she does. Yeah. And you're funny too. I'll have to come over here and do some shooting with you. Turned down a day shooting yesterday, clay pigeon shooting. That's where they throw up, you know, bits of clay and you shoot them. Never been very good with a shotgun. I've always been like air rifles and stuff. Anyway, I'd love to get out there sometime and see you and fire that old flintlock of yours. Hey, yeah, I'd like to do that. Hey, the thing was just gone bright, so I touched it. So I'm not allowed to post anything, but I am allowed to get stuff ready. So hopefully I'll post this one. Hey, thanks Evie Brooklyn for her support. And all those others. I know there's like George and there's Arnold. There's loads. And if I've missed you out, please forgive me. I do appreciate all your support. I think it's coming to a conclusion now. I've thought it over. I don't want to take any bail restriction or any kind of restrictions on protesting. Otherwise, you know, what is it all for? I want to continue protesting. This 2-witness rule is a bad thing, and it's got to be taken. Well, it's got to be changed. You know, but I'll do it in a peaceful way. Don't want to end up in prison again. That was an experience. I'll probably mention some of it when I, if, you know, in interviews and stuff. I'll tell you a little bit about what goes on in prison. I'll tell you, You wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Anyway, this is just a short thing to say thank you. And today's Monday. I'm in court on Friday. I'm going home on Thursday, and I should have a monitoring tag, on my leg to make it so as I can stay at my daughter's. She doesn't live in Dover; she's just outside Dover, so I'll be monitored with a tag and have some kind of curfew. But I'm looking forward to be down home, close to the family. The wife can come and visit. Yeah, she's been through a lot. But we're getting through it now. We're right near the end of it. So, I'm not ranting. Just an update, really. Just to let you know that, I'm out, things are going along, and very soon, I'll be putting more stuff out. It'll be interesting. Got some new megaphones. Hopefully I'll get my signs back, get all my stuff back on my cameras, and on my cameras I may have some footage, So, it looks like the next few weeks are going to be busy for me. Started to put on a bit more weight now. I've been out enjoying myself. My sister's looking after me, nursing me. Well, get me back to strength. I've had 3 weeks. Over 3 weeks here now. Had a short break back home during the court, and they decided their last court, when we asked for bail to move closer to my family, they said that for my protection, they didn't want me back home in Dover. In case I had a chance encounter, and these people could say whatever it is they say about, to try to scupper the whole process, as it were. So the judge thought it best that I go to Cambridge. I didn't like it, but, what can I do? But I think it's all going to get thrown out of court on Friday. Then hopefully there'll be some kind of repercussions for them for having perjured in court, or even worse than that, perverted the course of justice. Certainly with the case of Roger Bishop, doing this DNA business. Yeah, he's told lies, and that young lad's told lies. I feel sorry for the young lad. But that's the control these people have over young, vulnerable people. He's very vulnerable because he hurt himself on construction, and he loves construction, him and his wife, and they're desperate to get back, and the elders wouldn't sign the papers. It's, and there's other there's other molesting things to come out. So there's lots going on, and I shall be doing more YouTube, more interviews like this, I should think, let you know how it all went on. Written some of it down, so as to keep it fresh in mind. Well, that's all for now. So it's just an update. Thank you all again for all your support, and we'll be seeing you soon. I'd like to thank all those on Christian Cult Survivors who've sent me, friend requests as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's helped me through it. And, we're going to get to know each other, and